Hi there, Taurus. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome. Before we begin, I don't actually quite see myself, so I hope that I am in the camera view and that we're good here. But I am using the flip side of the phone camera, so again, I don't see myself. So just bear it in mind, and that might be a particular message, but let's get into it here. This is Uranus going into direct reading, and we've had retrograde here of Uranus for a bit of time, since about March, April of 2020, so it's a long-term cycle that we're working with. Let's pull the cards again and see what does come through. I'm just gathering the ones that had fallen on the ground from the last reading we did, which was the Gemini reading, and feel free to check that reading out if you feel guided to. But without further ado, I believe we are good here. Okay, Taurus. Let me just turn this around, actually. Okay. Yes. We're ready. Okay, Taurus. A little bit of a different setup here. Thank you for you know. Okay, working here. We might be totally crooked. I wonder. we'll find out though. All right, Taurus, I'm hearing Leo Libra so strongly here. Now let's jump into it. I'm seeing for a number of you that there's something that you're really close to making a decision with, and it's just been, I'm seeing something that you've just been, coming to a point of saying with finality, like, I'm ready. I'm a little paranoid. Let's make sure it's actually recording. Okay, it is. Good. So yeah, and for a number of you, this is just something that, you feel like you are ready for. I'm hearing it in this way, but it's just a matter of kind of getting comfortable possibly with the idea of whatever this is. Now, we have here two stacks that have sort of remained. It's the Strength card on the front of the first stack, and we have the Two of Cups in reverse on the front of the second stack. And for a number of you, this is something actually that you are possibly wanting to present. It's something maybe even socially that you're wanting to, and I'm seeing that it's actually something that you're quite proud of, Leo. I'm hearing Leo so strongly here. This could be someone wanting to come through. Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles card is ultimately an earth-based energy, right, that we see. The number two as well being very much related to a sort of foundation, right? Sort of synergistic, synastry sort of space. We can say there's a very strong focus on even the archetype of Venus here with the Two of Pentacles. Taurus, I'm hearing that very strongly. So, and we have, we split right here to this third stack, actually, when we have the Hierophant. This is your own card, the Major Arcana Taurus, and it is ruled by the Hierophant. Okay, so for a number of you, there's something that you've actually realized, and it's like that you really actually do want something. You're very much passionate about something, and it is becoming more and more clear to you. Now, the Two of Pentacles mirroring the Hierophant, mirroring this Leo, the Strength card here coming through. And it's very interesting because in that stack, I'm going to try to show you without moving the cards. Take a look. Ten of Cups is just sort of, appearing gradually from the base of this stack, from which this front of the stack separates. And at the base of that, we have the Mother of Cups upright. Some of you are in possibly a connection with someone who feels like a significant soulmate, somebody who you feel like possibly a really strong connection with. This is a new experience. I'm hearing it in this way. This is something that, you feel in a certain way, you cannot tire from. I'm hearing it like that. It's almost like, for a number I'm hearing, you feel like if someone were to interview you about the connection, be like, I feel like ultimately, like, just between me and you, I'm hearing this way, like, I think we're going to end up together. I'm hearing it in this way. And this could be someone kind of, even with their higher self, with themselves, as they're meditating on a certain concept, like really sort of projecting that there is a sense of faith here when it comes to whatever this conversation is. For a number of you, I'm seeing that there's a whole lot of love, and it really possibly for me as well as physical. Okay, it could for a number of you be a project that you're getting off the ground. If that is the case, if this is a collaborative sort of space, there is a lot of potential professionally, and it's like financially as well. And it could be something that you've actually gotten off the ground, and if that is the case, it possibly has proven to be or to have some sort of very strong sense of potential. Now, for a number of you, it's something that I'm seeing you're getting ready to carry out, and I'm curious about the Hierophant there. Let's pull another card. Let's actually just split it, Two Swords in reverse. I see the Two of Cups again, actually in reverse for the second time, and the Empress here. And I said Empress, Emperor in reverse. Somebody's preparing. Oh, no question. A card just fell on the ground. We'll take a look at that in just a minute, but we have the Magician in reverse. I'm hearing hot, 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 hot and heavy. I'm hearing that as well. Someone is like there's somebody here who's got a lot of fire in their chart. They're very attracted to this person. This can be an activation of the energy in your chart that is associated with fire as well, the element of fire. So for a number of you, this is maybe a shift to the way that you're presenting your work. It's like you want to maybe incorporate more of like a physical sort of element or aspect. Wow, we got the Devil. That fell on the ground with the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is upright, double upright. Let's clear them out. For a number of you, yeah, you're getting like really close to making a huge deal. It could actually be a deal. It could be like a record deal. This is for a number of you. You'll know what this is. You have been working towards this. This is not going to be like a oh my god, I forgot I won the lottery. What? I don't remember filling out a ticket. This is like, this is your life. I'm here. This is your life, and you are watching it unfold possibly. Well, let me say it this way. Let's clear it. Let's say it this way. You have been working towards this. You feel like possibly you put a lot into this space. Okay? It's not like but there are aspects of this that are, it's even cyclical. This is something that it has required a lot of stages, a lot of faith. I'm hearing that as well. You put a lot into this space. You realize it's not going to be overnight. I have to, put effort into it and then step away. And then I'll come back to it. Okay. And then I'll see what has sort of transpired, and then I'll step away and then I'll come back. For now, this is something related to your work, and you've really had to be very, very much, I'm hearing, faith driven in this space. It has not been easy. We'll say it in that way. Ten of Swords reverse. This is something that you've actually been researching. You've been working really hard towards. For a number of you. Yeah. Okay. Let's pull a few more cards though. Three of Swords. Yeah, this is for a number of you, you're like physically apart from someone, and that's just very challenging. You have the Strength card upright, mirroring the Son of Wands in reverse, and the Hangman. For now, you're in love with someone, and it's getting harder and harder. I'm hearing this way to not tell them that. I'm hearing that as well, to not, tell them the way you feel it. And for a number of you, it's like getting raw. Okay, I'm hearing it kind of like that, and I'm seeing it physically, especially like you want to feel. And this could be again with your work. You're like, I'm tired of theory. I want practice. I want to take my work not only, let's say, into a practical space. Okay, for the sense of, let's say, the metrics of, I'm here monetizing my work or whatever, my craft. It's not really about purely the manifestation of it on a physical sort of paradigm or on a, whatever it is. It's also, okay, in the space of how I physically show up in that space. For a number, you want to get more, I'm hearing, possibly even recognized in the role that you play. Interesting. Maybe for a number, you're like, for example, like, there's something that you will, I'm hearing activism even, but there's something like you want to, it's about the projection, it's about the presentation. I'm hearing Leo here so strongly. Let's pull a few more cards. Let's see. Okay, I'm here. Something is gradually developing. Seven of Swords in reverse. Slowly but surely. Six of Wands upright. And the Four of Wands upright. I'm hearing you've been working with this concept. You're actually pretty familiar with it. I'm hearing whatever it is. It's something possibly you feel you have a past life sort of relationship to. It's not completely foreign, we'll say it in that way. And I don't know what that's alluding to for everyone. But let's pull cards actually for each of the months. And then we'll pull cards for each of the periods. For the pre-shadow, the retrograde, and the post-shadow. And then finally clearing out. And then we'll jump into an extended via the link in the buy box below. You'll be able to find that. Alchemy.com. If this reading's going by a little too quickly, you can actually slow the speed down. Just a side note. Let's jump into it here. Pre-shadow. Justice upright. Wow, that's in 2020, right? We entered into Uranus, entering into pre-shadow retrograde period in 2020, about March, April period. So we lead in with Justice. Then we lead into the retrograde period, which is Nine of Cups upright. Okay, and then we lead into, wow, post-shadow with the Ace of Cups. This is right around this period right here. We lead into, let's say, the 13th of January with the Ace of Cups, and we lead out into the clearing in March 2021 with the Hangman upright. For now, this is something you are working so hard towards. This is something that you have, for now, let's clear it. You have love for this person, okay? And it's like, it's challenging to work with this concept, okay? However, that's what possibly for a number of you proves to you how intensely you feel whatever this is. For me, it's a magnetism, and it's like I haven't gotten over them. And that's told me very clearly that this is something that I find to be an experience that I would like to have. In other words, if something has sort of left my orbit, my aura, I've forgotten about it, I in some way recognize that there is not something that is necessarily resonant. I don't know what that's going to do for everyone, but like, in other words, you know, if you are still experiencing something possibly even with someone, there is maybe something that is left over, I'm hearing, even let's say from a past life, and it may not always be like, oh, it's like so simple. Okay, it's like, yeah, it's really a matter of like seeing myself in this space clearly and understanding what exactly it is that I'm seeing in her. Wow, very interesting. So for now, maybe you felt like you had to be patient with this experience and with this connection in particular, and that has really for a number of you been a matter of also, you know, developing your relationship to the connection in a new way. So for a number of you, it's like maybe you realize, wow, I haven't like let go of this, I haven't forgotten about them, I haven't you know sort of like let them go. I'm hearing that again, Taurus. I'm hearing Leo here so strongly, like you feel like it's persisted in some way. And again, I'm saying, as challenging as that may have been, and this can be in a number of ways for a number of you, maybe for me this is like a soulmate that you don't actually see. I don't know what that's alluding to, but it could even be like a concept. Whatever it is, Taurus. I'm hearing Leo again here with the Hangman. Like every time I look at the Hangman, I'm seeing like Leo, and I'm hearing Leo actually, but yeah, and it's like every time it's like, you know, you realize that for no reason, you realizing love and realizing what you love about what you love. It's interesting. A little bit of a I'm hearing an oxymoron, actually, a little bit of an enigma here with the Hangman and the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups, but not so much so that we wouldn't exactly be able to, like, you know, remain. I'm hearing remain silent. I'm hearing when we're studying them. I don't know what those take as you will, Taurus, but let's clear it in ground 1 second. No, for a number of you, Taurus, what I'm seeing with the Hangman and the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Cups is this is a memory as well, possibly, okay, and it is something that has endured for years, maybe childhood. This is even an ability of yours, or again, for maybe even something spiritual, it's experience you're having. You're like, okay, the fact that it hasn't let up really is very much proving to me, like, for a number of you, this is a matter of something that you have been wanting to manifest, and it's like, it's been so long that you've been trying to understand even what this is, and that's part of it. The fact that for a number of you, you have had a series of experiences that has sort of like been very, maybe even like peculiar, kind of different, kind of like, okay, like that's weird. I never also felt that way about, you know, someone. It's just for a number of you, this is how you're feeling, and I'm not saying, I'm not proving love in any capacity. What is love? Love is everything and everywhere, and it is. We don't create it or, you know, define it necessarily as I see it, but, you know, you have to see in your way. And for a number of you, it's like, it's not that you feel that you understand whatever this is now and that it now makes sense to you and you realize I'm in love. For a number of you, maybe that's your own energy, right? But it's like of realizing that that's not your question. But, you know, with the Hangman, the Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Cups, it's like, I realize that this is a process. I'm hearing that as well. And it is the journey of understanding the value that we know is there. But, you know, for another, it's a spiritual awakening, okay? And it's a matter of understanding what it is that you're feeling. Because I'm almost seeing like a moth to the flame, like really kind of almost like, you know, magnetized to the flame, but then also still like, well, I don't really get it. Like, I feel like I'm the moth to the flame, but like, I don't understand, like, am I the moth? And if so, what is the flame? Like, there's this existential, almost even conversation. Now, for a number of you with a Hangman, this is something you're winning. It's like a prize. Like, truly, once Uranus is clearing out, okay, in March 2021, oh my goodness. I'm seeing for a number of you, Taurus, I'm hearing Aries so strongly. You will understand. I'm hearing there's something that you like, you feel like you had, it's a dream come true with it, with a Hangman and the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Remember, you've been manifesting this. So it's not like oh my, Father of Cups in reverse, and I don't want to refer to read this as a soulmate. Like, very, very much, obviously, a past life energy here coming out for a few as well. We'll say it in that way with the Father of Cups in reverse. We'll jump into the extended link in the box below. Thank you, Taurus, for tuning in here to you. And any more notes here, really quickly. You know, you might be dealing with someone who's got I'm hearing an N in their first or last name. They have a lot of Jupiter, a lot of Pisces, a lot of Scorpio. I'm hearing a lot of Scorpio, but the Hangman here as well. Something has been possibly as well left open-ended, and we do have the Sun of Swords that leads you out into the future. So there might be something that someone feels, it's just a matter of like saying it. It's a matter of communicating it. For a number of you, this could be the energy also of another, and someone could be preparing to come forward to you. By the way, the channel membership section is also now live, and you can check that out. We're going live there from time to time, and I've opened that to a more private space for it to be more comfortable and safe for everyone. So there was a bit of bullying going on here in the general live chat, and so I've decided to create another section for members where we'll go live, and yeah, it's cool. We'll go live there again pretty soon, and I hope that you guys are there. I'll see you there, hopefully. Loving the light to you, and again, the extended is in the link in the buy box below for this reading. Bye, Taurus. Bye.